That's a stupid pike minnow. Stupid pike minnow. Came fishing for bass, caught a dumb pike minnow. Pike minnow. That's crazy. It's a pretty big lure for it to go after. That's the first fish in Canada. First fish in Canada. So I'm out here trying to fish for smallmouth bass because they're an invasive species here. So I know there's pike minnow, smallmouth bass that were illegally put in this lake. And then, of course, there's trout. The section I'm at, it's relatively shallow. The creek flows in right here. I'll show you guys to the left. But we had a long drive. So the creek flows in right here. We're staying here. So I'm just fishing off the dock right here, just for now. Long drive. Just making some casts out here because I can. Seeing if we can get some fish. What? Oh, what the heck? Let this be my last cast. And then I'm gonna go figure out what we're gonna have for dinner. It's worth it though. Fish for about an hour just off the dock. I'll probably try it again tomorrow morning, just from here. Then I'll actually go fish a couple different spots. Where I should be able to find some smallmouth bass. I said I was only going to make one more cast, but you guys know how that goes. I've seen a bunch of small bass that were attacking this lure I had, but it was too big for them to take, which is fine. I didn't want to catch the small guys. I'll get my backpack, take my stuff back, and get ready, prepare to see what I will make or buy for dinner, depending on what the plan is. But we'll make it back to the house. All right, see if we can get more lucky tomorrow.
Jelly. Oh, jelly.
So it's early in the morning. I think it's only like 5:30. Couldn't help myself. I just left my stuff here. I want to make a couple casts. Before everybody shows up and I actually go to a fishing spot. Figured I'd come make a couple casts. Ooh. It's a lot cooler today. It's only supposed to be, I think, about 64. It's gonna be the high today. But it is a lot more peaceful out. Than it was yesterday. Came on this trail out in the boonies thanks to a local resident. Told me about a spot over here that should be pretty good for some fishing. He told me a landmark, didn't necessarily tell me where to go other than this section I'm about to get to. He told me that his son comes and fishes off a rock, which I don't know if this is it. At first I thought this was a slab. From up there, from the trail. It looked like it was. Come on. Yeah. When I was up there, I thought this was a big slab rock. Now that I'm down here, it doesn't look like that's the case. But it does look promising. It is a windy day. But we will see. Oh, there's a rock over there. So maybe I'm close to what that guy was saying. Ah, it's a pike minnow. Man, these guys are everywhere. Another pike minnow bites the dust. What's going on, you pike minnows? You guys are everywhere. Hold on, buddy. You seem like you look like you've had better days. Yeah, you look like you've seen better days. Let me get you back in the water. Another dumb pike minnow. There you go. Swim away, buddy. Swim away. Well, not the species I want. Still yet to see a bass. That's what I'm after. But another pike minnow. It's crazy how aggressive they are. 2 for 2 on pike minnows. Probably not what people associate when they come fishing in Canada. Interesting, interesting. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep, got one. No way. Another one. What is going on? What is going on, British Columbia? Jesus. It's just a pike minnow world here, apparently. Oh. Hold on, buddy. Another pike minnow. Another British Columbia pike minnow. What is going on? There you go. Sweet. 2 for 2. Screwed up my jig. I just went to my Old Faithful tube on a 1/4 ounce jig head. Because this never lets me down for bass. But right now, seems to be the go-to for pike minnow. But this section here seems like a good spot too. If I was a bass, I'd be hanging out around here. I mean, it is late May. I'm not sure when that would spawn up here in Canada. I would say maybe June, so it might be close. Might be a little early. So it might be spawning. But this does seem like an area where they would spawn if they were. I mean, it's pretty isolated. There's a little bay right here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were to be spawning here. I just don't know. Man, this wind sucks. It is very annoying. Very, very annoying. Whew. Come on, bass. Come out and play. Come out and play. Got another guy, guys. Ah, no way. There's another dumb pike minnow. Yeah. We'll let that guy go. I mean, I guess I found a little pocket of them. They seem to be hanging out right here, right by this log. Try a couple casts over here. See if there's any bass on this side. Not on that one. And if it wasn't so windy, I'd be able to cast a little further out. But with this wind, I can barely get it out there where I want. Another pike minnow. Jeez Louise. Pike minnow for days. Another guy. Another pike minnow. Bites of dust. Well done, buddy. Oh, there we go. What the heck? Hold on, buddy. Bro, where had you loose? Oh, there we go. Ugh. Another pike minnow. Go on, buddy. I'll help you get in the water. There you go. I think that was like number 3. Maybe 4. Like I said, I mean, I'm glad to be catching fish again. I'm also not glad about it being pike minnows. So the neighbor over there where I'm staying did tell me that they've been, not sure what it's called, if it's electroshocking, electro netting for the smallmouth bass, because they are an invasive species in this lake. So maybe they got them all now. I highly doubt it. I think it's just still a little bit cold, and they're gonna be in deeper pockets that I can't access from the bank, or that I can't cast far enough to from the bank. Didn't want to come over here, but I'll come check it out. So we can find some fish over here. So, seems pretty shallow. It doesn't seem very promising. Not really much structure either. I'll try a couple casts though. Yeah, rocky and shallow don't really help me out right now. Unfortunately. Another pike minnow. Man, I'm just on the pike minnow bite. This is just one of those days. Pike minnow bite is what I'm on. I'll make a couple more casts and then I'll head back. As fun as it is catching pike minnow, not really what I want to be fishing for. I was in the hopes that I'd be catching smallmouth bass. Oh, had one right here. It's funny that in this lake here, pike minnows are native, non-invasive, and back home we have a bounty for northern pike minnow, or you can make pretty good money. Some guys that make 6 figures. And here for the smallmouth bass, I think the limit is 24 bass per day they want you to keep, just to try to get them out of the waterway. Which is why I was very confident I'd be catching some. Ooh, eagle. Eagle up above. So cool. Let me get this guy. I know, where are you going, eagle? Where are you going, buddy? Come back. Look how beautiful it is out there. There was an eagle right now. Flew away, but man, look at this area. Canada. Gorgeous out. Alright, we'll head back. So this was the other lure I had, but I don't want to try it. It's going to be hard to cast in the wind. I just don't want to deal with it. Alright, so now we'll hike back up this section that we came down. I think that's 30. Yeah, feels pretty good. On this trail. On the way back. Oh, the stupid branch. Out of my way. Whoa. Whoa. Almost got taken back. Yeah, so that trail goes on. I am not gonna explore it by myself. Not really what I want to be doing out here in Canada. Whew. And yes, guys, I am out of shape and I get winded pretty easily. Ooh. Yeah, this little section, it's a little tight. And then it opens back up. I thought I was gonna get into a bunch of smallmouth bass, but it seems like that's probably something that'll happen later on in the year once the water warms up. So that was the main reason I didn't want to be fishing out there too much by myself. because I don't want to run into a bear. So this is the Vader River. It is unfortunately only open to fly fishing right now till the end of May, and then it closes to protect fish from spawning. There's the bridge. So on that side of that Vader Bridge, it turns into the Chilliwack River. And then downstream is the Vader River, where I'm at right now. I think this used to be a bridge that got flooded out. Now it's just a cable car that connects it. You guys might be able to see it up there. See if I can get, yeah. You guys see that little cable car? Oh, there's a bird. It's a gorgeous river though. If I would have did a little bit more research about it only being fly fishing below, I would have brought my fly fishing rod. Because I know it's a very popular area to come fish in the fall for coho. Sun's starting to peek out again. It's been a cloudy day. So far, Canada has been pretty cool. Reminds me a lot about Washington. Very similar stuff, streams. Though, one thing I have noticed is the trees are a lot fuller here. Doesn't seem like there's as much logging, at least in the area where I'm at right now. It's pretty sweet. Gotta love the outdoors. Oh. I'm trying to make it up. One jumped on her mama's back. All right, I'm on the Vader River. Now I will hustle across the bridge. You guys can admire the artwork. There's the kayakers. And all right, now we're on the Chilliwack River. Just like that. Let's see, you guys might not care, but these are some of the different bridges they've had over the years that they've lost to floods. And then this is the bridge they have now that I think so that started in 2016, construction of it. But this is what I thought was really cool. There's this map of where they used to have the older bridges and obviously the one that's on now. That's really cool. Looks like a better design. I think it'll deal with the flood a lot better. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going, buddy? Being protective. I can hear it. I was like, what are all these people doing here? He's like, get away, guys. Maybe there's something down there that's trying to get them. Oh, there's a bird somewhere. Yeah. What's up, squirrel? Okay. We'll stop bugging you. So this is the reason I came to Canada. My buddy and my brother's best friend got married. There it is. Jacob and Allie. That is what brought us to Canada to begin with. It wasn't fishing. It was for their wedding. And fishing's just a part of it. Yesterday when I got the coffee, got an Americano because that's what we get in America. But they told me no, it's not an Americano, it's a Canadiano, which makes sense now. Welcome to the USA. We're here was great knowing you, Canada. Hopefully we get across without a hiccup. It was a neat experience. Thanks for all the pike minnows. Alright guys, thanks for watching.